Okay. While that's happening, I mentioned ginger ale in that video, so I'm gonna get some ginger ale. At, what is that, midnight? Great plan. Just a little chat, it's just a little bit. Oh man, I'm such a badass. I drink ginger ale at midnight. God. Yep, living my life on the edge. You know, riding into this town, you know, like on a motorcycle, like on a dirt bike. With a stogie in my hand, you know, it's stogie. Steel horse I ride, steel horse, steel horse. Why ginger ale, you sick? No, ginger ale's delicious. Why do you need to be sick? I'm sick of that.
Chozo ruins.
Sick of it. People think you gotta be sick to enjoy a nice, delicious ginger ale. Turns out ginger is just awesome. You don't need a reason. Anyway, welcome back to Metroid Prime. I don't know what I'm doing. Chat, I guess. Can I go into the Tower of Light? Plasma beam is next. There's a part of me that's like dreading when this ends because I'm enjoying it so much. I'm glad I took my time with it and didn't rush through it, and I'm glad I really got a chance to appreciate it. But we are getting, you know, closer to the end of the game. So I found out, you know how... Okay, do you know how, in order to charge your beam, you need to shoot 3 shots now? Well, the beam charges faster. Chat. So if you compare the original charge, it's just 1 shot and then a longer charge. This is 3 shots and a shorter charge. So it's about the same amount of time from when the big charge ends up being ready. So that is apparently a thing. Also, thank God the X-ray doesn't look as shit as the thermal visor does. It's like one of the few complaints I have about the remaster is just how, like, painful the thermal... Even though it is cool to look at, like, just as an effect, it's not very practical. That's the problem I have with it. Looks kinda awesome, is not particularly awesome. It's accurate, but yeah, you don't do it. Well, if you emulate Prime... Like, I saw footage of what the thermal visor looks like. Even just the Wii version. It looks like really... Everything is just extremely clear and legible. Like, you can understand what you're looking at. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't really have a ton of complaints with any of the changes. Maybe the lighting on some of the attacks just not being... You know, like, you can't really see the lighting on the beams in hallways. We talked about that already. Like, it would be nice if that actually lit up the corridor, like in the old game. Which is like a minus 0.1 compared to how good the lighting looks everywhere else. And it's baked lighting. which, as you know, is kind of like brownies. Baked. Dude, the lighting is so baked. It's less work we gotta do later. Okay. So is this taking me to, the plasma beam chat in Magmore? Chat, which Metroid Prime had the best soundtrack? I see a lot of 1s or 2s. Only a couple 3s, but it looks like... I would say, from what I'm seeing in chat, generally, all of them had good songs. But I think I see some more 1s than I see anything else. I think, man... There's some really, really great songs and remixes in Prime 2. Torvus Bog, I think, is my favorite Metroid Prime song, period. But 1, maybe, there's a couple other songs that I like a little bit better, maybe. Or not better, but like, just the overall package might be a little stronger on 1 from what I remember. One is more consistently good. That's a better way to say that, yeah. Vinny, did you see that Blur is touring again? Aren't they just doing stadiums? Like they have a couple stadium shows? I don't think they're actually touring. Someone said, I bet it's hard to see Blur. I know, the tickets probably go for a lot of money. And they're blurry. They're doing festivals also? Okay. That's a really interesting choice for Damon to do that when Gorillaz are at like a weird peak right now. But I think it's nice that he's doing that because Graham needs to do something with his time too. Actually, he just put out an album. The guitarist from Blur. I guess for people that don't know, Damon Albarn is the singer and, I guess, primary songwriter of Blur, as well as Gorillaz. That's 2D's voice is Damon. Which, I've said it before, but if you want an album from the 2000s that sounds like early Gorillaz, check out Think Tank. It's a mainly Damon-driven album, and it sounds very Gorillaz-y. And it's a Blur album. So if you're a Gorillaz fan, definitely check out some Blur, because I love Blur. They're like one of my favorite bands. Someone said, no thanks, I'll just go to the zoo for Gorillaz. Alright. That's fine. Someone said mod them, and I thought that said nut them. It's Blur I don't like that much, but Gorillaz Albarn is great. I think check out Think Tank. See what you think of that one. I'm a big fan of Park Life. Their self-titled album is great as well. But it's a different thing. You know, I'm a more guitar-oriented guy, but I don't know, I think... I don't know if I like Gorillaz or Blur more. And then Damon has his solo stuff, and also The Good, the Bad, the Queen. Which... the first album is great, second one's pretty good. That's true, Johnny. I saw the Zane Lowe Damon interview, I thought it was great. What's your favorite song from Think Tank? Ambulance. But there's a lot of good ones on there. Isn't Good Song on that album? The name of it is just Good Song. And it is good. I saw Blur in... 2015. They put out The Magic Whip, which is a great album. And, I got to see them at Williamsburg Hall of Music. And chat, I was close enough to the stage in this theater, this small theater, small-ish theater, that Damon splashed water on me. And they did all of Magic Whip, and they did a couple songs from their past. It wasn't a long show, but it was great. It was really, like, fucking one of those moments I'll never forget. Someone said there's an artifact hidden in here somewhere. Maybe not this room. I guess one of the good things about the artifact hunt in this game is that you can start early. And you can actually route your, I hear it. Ah, yes, yes, yes. You can kind of, like, plan your route around the artifact a little bit. Ah, okay. What's your favorite Prime suit? The light suit is great. Yeah, the light suit is really good. I like the one with the fucked up, like, shoulders. But the light suit, I think, is the best looking one. The shoulders is the dark suit, I think, but light suit is a better looking one. I don't remember what the suits look like in Prime 3 except the command suit. I don't know why I wanted to kill that thing so bad. I just needed it dead, chat. I love the way, I know this isn't a question, but I love the way the suit looks in Metroid Dread. Just that default, like, blue Samus suit. I fucking love that suit. I think that is one of the best suits Metroid has ever had. Like, not Metroid like the character is named Metroid, but you know what I mean. That's my opinion. Chat seems to agree, but I love the way that looks. The design of it is fantastic. I kind of put that on the same level as, like, Link wearing blue in Breath of the Wild. It's like, here's this iconic character, but Now they're blue, which means, chat, the next Mario game, Mario has to be blue. Mario Tennis had blue Mario. That's correct, actually, the ref. There's an artifact in here too, or am I mistaken? Something's in here. There's a missile in here. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, there's invisible platforms in here. It's gonna be a long night. What the fuck was that noise? What was that? Oh, that's nothing. That's just radiation. That's just a little cosmic radiation. Nothing to worry about at all. I kind of feel like that might have been like cosmic rays, chat. Like it going into the computer. How do I get in there? Is there a way? Because there's a door there. Morph ball underneath. Okay, so now I just have to find an entrance to this area underneath here. Oh, it's here. Maybe this is an artifact. No, it's missiles. What is the purpose of this room, though? Like, why are they building this? Who is building this? You know what? The space pirates built this as like a torture room. So when one of the pirates steps out of line, they put them in there and they're like, think about what you've done. Problem is, they just always die. Let them cook. Would you prefer Prime 4 to play it safe or make more dramatic changes to the formula? You probably want to watch an earlier episode of me playing Prime 1 if you want that answer, because I talked for a long time about the potential. of what Metroid could be from here on out. But I think Prime 4 should be Prime Subtitle and start a new trilogy. And play it generally kinda safe, but focus more on, you know, what you can do with the technology now. If I had to, like, okay, if it was really, if you're putting a gun to my head and you want me to very quickly tell you what I think would be best for Prime 4. Okay, so Prime Subtitle, we're reestablishing, we're getting back into the Prime universe. It's similar to the Primes we've played before, but just all the quality of life that we've come to expect. And, lots of maybe, like, bigger environments to take advantage of the new hardware. Because I said it before, I don't think Prime 4 is going to be on the Switch. I think it'll be on whatever the next Switch will be, whenever that is. And I do have my theories about when that will be out. I don't know when exactly, but I think... You know... It would be nice if it was sooner rather than later. But I don't know for sure. I wouldn't even venture a guess. Nintendo's kind of hard to predict sometimes. They're easy and hard to predict both at the same time. Honestly, Switch is fairly old now. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, this console's been out for a long time. It's time. But I think Nintendo could probably get away with making, you know, a very obviously backwards compatible system and still see lots of sales for the Switch games that pre-exist. So, I don't think that would be a huge problem. It's just you know, not calling it something dumb like the Switch U, and also figuring out how to market it properly. Like, it's a more powerful... Here's a couple extra gimmicks. It's a better system, it's more powerful, it does this, it does this. Better online? No. They call it the diaper Switch. That's what they can call it, chat. Has a nice ring to it. Sounds like the Super Switch, but it'll be something different. Let's see this statue. Pretty cool statue there. Oh, right, look at that. So yeah, Prime 4 could play it safe, I think, and just focus on making a fucking killer Metroid Prime experience. And take inspiration from the first game, and some of the best stuff from the other games, and just play it kind of safe, but also do more. And just be creative with some of the new items and, like, systems and stuff. And then I think if there's gonna be any more Troids after that, then you have room to really do something drastic. You little bastard. You little bastard, get out of here. I don't know why I did that. I was like, oh, I can go up there. No. We did that already, didn't we? Like, wasn't there the thing up there I got? But yeah, the conversation involved my thoughts on a potentially open world-ish Metroid, which not exactly something I would want, but I can see the potential for it. And like using Samus's ship to get around and, you know, I could just see like a bounty hunting type thing where Samus actually is a bounty hunter on top of also saving, you know, the last Metroid or whatever, you know, saving the world from Metroids. Like, there's definitely ways to go about doing the bounty hunter thing in a more open world setting. I just don't know if that's what I'd want from a Metroid game. But also the series shouldn't stagnate. So who the fuck knows? Someone said I'm so tired of open world games. I am, but I'm also not. Like, I can't wait for Zelda. Elden Ring blew my mind in a lot of ways. In some ways were a little tedious here and there, of course, but I just don't think that the open world thing is meant for every series. I do think, however, you could expand the way Metroid, like the world of Metroid, without it being just another Breath of the Wild, and just make it a little bit more expansive. And still do, you know, the dark, dank, underground, isolated caverns. But, you know, you can just connect them with big open world stuff that has extra stuff that you could do if you want. But then, how far away from Metroid's identity is it if you start giving Samus a currency to buy upgrades? It's like, is it still Metroid at that point? I don't know. I kind of think Breath of the Wild isn't really Zelda as we know it. It's a different thing. I was just talking about this the other day, like, I love Breath of the Wild a lot. I think that game is phenomenal, and I had so much fun playing it, and I still think about it, and Tears of the Kingdom can't come soon enough. That said, to me, I view it as a different thing. There's 2D Zelda. There's 3D Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, Majora, Twilight Princess. And then there's open world Zelda. And then Zelda 2, whatever the fuck is going on there, I don't know, but that's its own thing too. And it's cool that these things can coexist, and I do hope at some point we get some more classic-style Zeldas. I mean, Mario's had several different iterations, and Nintendo still comes back to it from time to time. Like, these things can coexist. 2D Mario does not need to disappear just because we have Odyssey. Odyssey can coexist with something like 3D World. Someone said I like 2D Zeldas better. Well, I've often said that Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game. I don't know which I like more, though. I actually don't know if I can choose. They just, like, exploded. There are things that 3D Zelda can do that 2D Zelda cannot do, obviously. And there are things that I really like about that. Ah, big shitfuck! Big shitfuck! Alright, we're back. Haha. Boy, we are spider balling today. Look at all that spider balling. Now imagine you get here and you don't have a fucking power bomb. Well, chat, listen, I would love... Oh, I think the plasma beam actually looks better. Like, quite a large degree. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks fantastic. Vinny, get the ice spreader. I don't know where that is. Back close to monitor station? Back where you came? What do you mean? Like, what's the name of the room? Oh, monitor station? Which room is it in? Fiery Shores. Also, I love that each of these rooms has a name. Just a little detail that I didn't mention. It's just a Metroid Prime thing that I very much enjoy. So Fiery Shores it is. Alright, let me just make sure. Alright. As excited as I am about Tears of the Kingdom, despite the trailers being a couple minutes long and I know so little about the game and it's like you get to build stuff, it's a weird... There's like a weird anti-hype surrounding it, but also it's, you know, at least for me, like, not anti-hype, just I don't think they've done the best job at hyping it. But I don't really want to know too much about the game anyway, so it's really hard to explain. This is exactly what I want from their, like, hyping. But at the same time, it almost feels like it's not enough. I don't really know how to explain it, chat. It's a really weird paradox. I don't think it'll be shit. Whoever's saying it's gonna be shit, I really, really don't think that they've been working on this game that long for it to be shit. When the foundation is so good. But I don't know if it's gonna end up being better than Breath of the Wild. That is, you know, that's yet to be seen. But as excited as I am just to have another Zelda game of this style, I kinda also really hope we get another traditional, at this point, traditional is, an interesting way to describe it, but another traditional 3D Zelda game. Like Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess. Because the 2D ones could still happen. Like, we got a Link's Awakening remake, which is cool, and I can see Grezzo or someone else, like, doing another 2D one. But also, it would be great to have 3D. And that way, by the time I'm 50, you know, we'll have maybe one more 2D game, another 3D game like the old ones, and then maybe also, Oh, it's in that hole there. Maybe. And then maybe in like another open world game or something. It was in that hole. It's the next room? Wait, is it... There's a couple options here, chat. There's Warrior Shrine or Shore Tunnel. Or is it Transport Tunnel? It's Shore Tunnel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Like, what is this? You ever stop and think, like, they had to figure out, like, alright, what does this ice power-up look like? I don't know, just make it move and shit. Phazon Mines level 1 for the other one. That's the ice spreader. Very powerful weapon. With a relatively high fire rate compared to the other beams. I mean, it's a different type of plasma beam than like Super Metroid and the other Metroid games, but it's cool in its own way. It just functions as like fire. Magma shot. You can get Phazon Mines from Magmor. It's the very end of Magmor. I don't think we're gonna do that right now. Do you think that they should give multiplayer another shot for Metroid? Nintendo has their premier multiplayer shooter in Splatoon now. So I don't know if they would do it. Do I think they should do it? I mean, what if Nintendo released a $20 eShop game, Metroid Prime Hunters 2? If you're asking me, would I like that? The answer is fucking yes. Absolutely, I would play that. And again, Federation Force, that's gonna be one of those things where it's... people look back at it, and already people are like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was just that's not the way we wanted the Metroid drought to end. Which is also, incidentally, the name of the next Metroid game. It's gonna be called Metroid Drought. That'd be about Samus trying to bring water back to a planet or something, I don't know. But there is actually some, potential that we're gonna see another 2D Metroid. That seems to be a fairly common rumor. I hear an item? I knew it was one of them. But no, Federation Force wasn't, like, terrible. I played a little bit of it. It was just very bland and, really terrible timing. If it was released as the 3DS game alongside, like, a Wii U Metroid, as that is the system that was out at the moment, like a Fusion Prime sort of thing, then yeah, it would have been fine, and people would have been like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, it wasn't anything special, but it also wasn't terrible. What do you think of Splatoon's map changes? I'm just gonna wait, is my answer. I don't have any interest in revisiting right now. Chat, is there anything over here I need to get? Maybe an artifact? Or is this bullshit? It's an artifact. Phenomenal. Yes. I am a ball. Do you think the next 3D Mario will be on the next system? Yeah, I do. I mean, it depends on when the next system comes out, chat. I think the latest we'll see the next Nintendo system or Switch iteration will be 2024. But it doesn't have to be holiday 2024. It could be early March 2024. I'm serious. I know people are like capping. I don't think they're gonna go past 2024. It's probably, I don't think it would be early, but it could be a holiday season thing. What year is it now? It's 2023. It's a long fucking lifespan for a system, chat. It's a long-ass time. Would you recommend Fire Emblem Engage? I fell off. Yeah, I fell off. I mean... part of it was, I got a little bit bored. the other part of it was we finished up in the studio, and I was using it there while mixing to keep my sanity. Got about maybe 14 hours in it or so. Enjoyed my time with it. Started skipping the story, like just mashing. Character introductions, started just mashing. So, I mean, that's just a personal thing. I know the game has had some criticism for its presentation and story, and truthfully, yeah, like I said, there were things I really liked about it, and there were times I was laughing out loud. And not on purpose, like not, you know, intentionally. So, but, I said it before, if you're looking purely for, like, tactical Fire Emblem gameplay, it's the best the series has ever been. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's not anything you haven't heard already. Gotta drop in from above, okay. There we go. I mean, I'm more excited for Advance Wars, but I know what's gonna happen with Advance Wars, too. Like, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna stop playing. I'm not gonna finish it. If it was a new Advance Wars, that might not be the case. But I'll see, maybe I'll end up, you know, because I don't know if it's the type of game... There are some games I know just pulp my viewer retention, and that's not why I do this. But at the same time, there's a balance. There's a balance. There's like kind of a... Try to find games that I enjoy that also chat will enjoy. And I think, like, tactical strategy games are probably not as entertaining as something like Pizza Tower. Just thinking out loud here. But... And that's okay, but... I mean, I have to think, like, okay, well, do I want to stream that game, or do I want to maybe play it and record it off-stream? So I'm not really sure what I want to do with Advance Wars yet. I'm just happy that it's coming back. I think the visuals look pretty good. They're not, like, amazing. They're not as bad as people are saying they are. I think they're perfectly serviceable. But, ideally... And, you know, I don't think this is gonna happen now because of the delay and everything, but ideally the game would do well and we would get a new Advance Wars. Was there a point to breaking that cordite? Guess not.
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
And in regards to Advance Wars, I kind of think my favorite is Advance Wars DS. Dual Strike. But Days of Ruin had a lot of cool shit in it. Even though it went for, like, darker and edgy style, which maybe they thought would help sales, because at the time, that's what was selling, like, and what was on other consoles, I guess. Days of Ruin was edgy, but there were some really great gameplay additions, and I liked the mission structure. I thought it was a really good game. I haven't played it in many years, but I really liked that game. And then there's the Battalion Wars series, too. Research on Talon 4 is expanding into new areas. Pending stabilization of the Thardis venture, we will expand inanimate research to include other native Talon 4 materials. The taming of Thardis continues. Barring unfortunate setbacks, it can be installed on Phazon Mine Patrol by Lotus Milestone. These fucking space pirates always doing some wacky shit. Yeah, let's bring rocks to life, because we're fucking nutty. Like, I think the Phazon went to their fucking brains. It's like microplastics and lead. Chat, which juice had microplastics in it? That recently, because I bought some juice today, and I wanted to make sure I'm getting only the best microplastics. All of them? Sick. Oh, Simply. Simply was the one that recently got called out for it. Chat, anything vital? Maybe Fendrana's Edge, perhaps, but... You see that? Just fucking melted. That space pirate. Can be done here, I wonder. What do I get under there? Oh, right. Stalactites. I hope I don't have to explain the trick once again to differentiating stalagmites and stalactites, chat. Well, if you must, stalactites hang because T-I-T, titties hang. You understand, chat? And stalagmites do not hang because they are not T-I-T. Other way around. No. No. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Hang on. That's correct. Do stalactites hang? Yeah, stalactites are like icicles from the ceiling. I was correct. It's silly, but I'll tell you what, I've never forgotten the difference, even though chat member had me questioning my knowledge for a moment there. Is this the icicle, the stalactite that Neril spent 30 missiles trying to destroy, I wonder? Okay, well, I think you have to just get it from the exact right angle. Alright, well, it didn't take me 30 missiles, you just need to do it from the right angle. Some massive hangars, you know? Say something else, please. Colonel, I've infiltrated the Diaper Chief's lair. There appear to be some massive mommy milkers here. Snake, those aren't mommy milkers. Those are daddy diapers. Oh no. The lolly lule low. Colonel, old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm... Yeah, I'm just fucked out of my mind on ginger ale right now. Don't mind me, chat. There's an invisible wall. Phazon Vein Omicron has the highest yield per cubic meter of all excavation sites. Impact core is estimated to be 800 meters from termination point of Phazon Vein Omicron. Drones reporting from mine duty must check in at control tower for debriefing. Well, where am I looking, chat? There's a wall. You're not gonna believe this, but I was pressing the jump button. You know, if you really pay attention, you can notice the input delay on modern TVs. No. No, it's only game! Why you have to be mad? This plasma beam is growing lava in Samus's arm. It's like a lava farm. Lava farm? What did you think? What do you think? Forgot the quotes. Yeah, that's a motherfucker of an artifact to find. Holy shit. Okay, 5 more left. Drill rig operators are to report any symptoms of Phazon madness immediately. Orpheon crash site is an orange level security zone. Final transmissions from the Orpheon point to a massive security breach. All personnel must inspect their life support systems before reporting to the mines. Life forms. You tiny little life forms. Do you think you will go to the end boss this stream? No. I got about a half hour ahead of me. How much, actually, aside from finding the artifacts, chat, there's not really that much left of the game, right? Yeah. 2 more bosses or so. I'm just trying to think, because, like, Thursday I'll be finishing this and Pizza Tower. So I might be, like, watching Infinite Hams up until we do our album premiere. How about, the rest of Phendrana? Do I have any more artifacts left? Chat, you're a great guide, by the way. Thank you for helping me. Control tower. Control tower. Oh, right. I didn't get that. I was there, but maybe I couldn't get it. Haha. Needed hot gun. Well, that's one way to say it. Hot gunman. I'm at the point of the night where I don't really have much commentary left other than monster noises. Did you ever eat so much the night before that, not so much, but like, did you ever eat like a big dinner that you're just not hungry for breakfast? Cause I had tacos yesterday. Not like fast food taco, just like taco. And they were good. And I ate them. And then I woke up this morning and I was just not hungry for breakfast at all. I bought a blueberry muffin and I ate 2 bites and I was like, you know what? My breakfast today is coffee. I'm gonna live the healthy life. God, anything I can do to avoid using the fucking this visor, I will. X-ray it is. Awful. Just wretched enemy. Forgot we have to go through all this clownery to get to the control tower. Utter buffoonery. How do you take your coffee? Intravenously. You've heard of intravenous, but have you heard of intrapenis? Some sugar and half. Right in there. Wait, where is it? Oh, right. There's something to do... No? Vinny behind the boxes? Break the crates in that room. Oh, yeah. I remembered something to do with the tower when I saw it. I was like, oh, right. But I wasn't sure what it was. No, there's no pizza in this tower. So I guess maybe, from what chat was saying earlier, Phendrana now may be complete? Other than expansions, okay. Alright, now I have to see which area I want to go to, which is not exactly the most thrilling prospect. Someone said, I don't get how she turns into a ball. Well, it basically starts like this. Ancient Chozo technology removes several ribs, and she goes like this. It's kind of like when Dom becomes a car in the Fast and Furious. He goes like, I'm gonna Zametz and I'm gonna be... It's like that.
My name is Harrison Ford, and I'm Vin Diesel's father in the new Fast movie. My son becomes a car. Jay Leno's got a cameo appearance in a new Fast and Furious movie.
Can you fucking drones stop shitting up my visor? Did I go back this way? Wait. No, this is different now, I think. This is one of two lore dump areas. Well, there's probably more than that, but yeah, I think it's just similar. Just want to roll the fuck on out of here. Fuck off, space pirates. Okay, I think I have enough time to go to... I want to go to the, mine. Phazon mine. That takes a while. I mean, that's where we gotta go for an upgrade. Magmore Caverns, and then I guess the mines. So, Magmore. And, yeah, Magmore, so I'll just keep going this way. Isn't plasma the strongest beam? I think what they were going for in this game is all of the beams have a utility. But it is the strongest. I think it doesn't have the same level of amount of range as some of the other weapons, like that's one of its shortcomings. But it is still more powerful. But it's still not necessarily a replacement, because some enemies are just more immune to the freezing. Some enemies you want to electrocute. And then, I guess the power beam... Just the speed of the power beam never really gets not useful. I can't really form sentences tonight, but yeah, you know what I mean. It stays pretty useful. Plus, being able to do super missiles is nice. But I do think, yeah, once you get the plasma beam, you can pretty much just coast a little bit with it. That's why, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, Prime 3 did the combinations, and Prime 2 had the ammos. The ammos. It had light and dark beams, so it was like limited amount of ammo for each one, and I liked that a lot, actually. I thought that was a really good system. But overall, my favorite type of Metroid beam stuff is when you can combine them and create weird combinations with them. I like that a lot. Wait, how the fuck do you get to the mines? It's a Talon overworld? Ah. Someone said I like the wide beam. When I played Fusion, I noted that was a weird choice. Because the Spazer in Super Metroid is basically the wide beam in Fusion. I mean, I too kind of like it, but it's, to me, it just strikes me as a little strange. Just, what is it? It's wide. And what is it made of? Wide. It's made of wide. Alright, well, a Spazer sounds like a laser. That sounds like futuristic stuff. But what do you mean wide beam? It's made of wide. I don't know what you're talking about. Come to think of it, what's a Spazer? It's made of space. Like, that's not helping. God, the plasma beam destroys them in one hit. You would think enemies that live in lava would be immune, or at least, like, strong to the plasma beam, because it, you know, seems to be the hot weapon of game. No. No, they just fucking... They just destroy. You don't have to go to Talon. No? Well... yeah, I kinda do, I think. It's shorter to go through Magmore? End of Magmore, there's an elevator? So this is Chozo Ruins North. Is it this workstation tunnel that I missed earlier? Oh, okay. Why are Samus's shoulder pads just giant-ass balls? Servos. Now, I don't know what that means precisely, but it sounds good to me. Large cervicular mechanics. Wasn't there a really, detailed cross-section of Samus's armor? What was that in? Was that like Nintendo Power, or was that like the player's guide for Metroid or something? Like the Nintendo Power guide. And yeah, it was really cool. I don't know how official that would... What really is official anyway? That's just someone's interpretation. Unless they had like a lore handbook for Samus's like suit. To me, that's like, when you can, like, buy the Enterprise's, like, blueprints. And it has all the, you know, the sections of the spacecraft. And then certain parts of it are just fantasy science. And while it is cool, it's still just fantasy science. Someone's saying there's mini turbines inside the shoulders, possibly power generators. Again, fantasy science, but that sounds awesome. I love the way that sounds, and I will accept that answer. You can get lost in fantasy science. That's why people get so into Star Trek. And that's like, you know, going back to the 60s. And it only got more and more detailed as time went on. For people that aren't Trekkies, but also get really, really into anime and don't understand the appeal of Star Trek, I'm not trying to call you out or anything. Essentially, it's the same kind of thing. Like, it's just this world that you can get lost in, but for science nerds. Honestly, not even for science nerds. I don't really get as into the science aspect of Star Trek as I do the characters. And the science, like, it's fun. The science is definitely fun, but you know, that's one aspect of Star Trek that's cool, is how detailed the writers have iterated upon this world year after year, using, like, the basis of real science to try to figure out, like, speculative future science and what that might be like. It's really cool, but, you know, it's the same reason, like, you can also get lost in the worlds, the different races, the stories, the lore, the timeline of, like, the various events of the universe. And I feel like, even though I'm not really an anime person, I kind of understand why people get really into certain anime. Hope there's a save point somewhere around here, chat. Because, it's just another, like... just another way to get into something that isn't boring life. That's most fiction in general. Yeah, I guess I don't know why I used anime as an example. But I think, I don't think that anime and Star Trek are necessarily at odds with each other, but for some reason in my mind, I guess I kind of don't necessarily picture Trekkies as also being into all of One Piece, and that's... I know that's not true. You know how I know that? Because Ross is really into Star Trek, but also into, like, tons of different types of anime. But it just depends on the kind of things you're into. I like spaceships. Oh, shit! And as much as I like animation, I'm also really, really into the... One of the other things I love about Star Trek are the miniatures. And the practical, like, techniques that they use to, like, film various things. Like, I like the production standpoint of a lot of the 90s Trek. And then, like, as it went on, like, Deep Space Nine went from the beginning of that show, had, like, models for the spaceships. And then, later on, you know, it was from, like, 94 to 99. 93 to 99, was it? And then, eventually, they had, CG ships. So just seeing, like, the technology change so drastically in the 90s via the course of TNG into Deep Space Nine is fascinating. Here's something. Something over here. I don't know, the Phazon just looks cool. Kinda wanna, like, does it taste like a nerd's rope? Nerd rope? Is it plural? I don't know. I would say it's plural because there's more than one nerd on the rope. Vinny, would you get into Gundam? Maybe. I'm sure if I put enough effort into anything, I could probably kind of get into it. I just have to actually sit down and watch it. Is there one Gundam, or is there, like, multiple Gundam shows? Like, how many... Isn't Gundam just the name of, like, a duende? Like a type of duende? Yeah, there's many. So I mean, when you say would you get into Gundam, do you mean like just the genre of giant things? Like giant, like mechs? Yeah, I could, maybe, a little bit. I find mechs to be fun. Chat, I think I'm gonna go to that save point. The elevator there. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up that save point, and then next time I play this, we'll get the rest of the artifacts. I don't think it's gonna be just an hour and a half. Wait, what time is it anyway? Let's see. Yeah, it's almost 1:30. I like to stop around now, so I'll tell you what, let's just get over there, and next time, Thursday, I'm gonna try to finish this. I'll start 7:30 p.m. Eastern, or 7, something like that. And we'll just play and finish this game, and then finish Pizza Tower as well. Almost a little sad that Metroid Prime is just about over, but let's hope we get Prime 2 and 3. Oh, right, the stink room. That's just the sound of the fan. Or maybe that console. There's also this door over here. Alright, friend. You're getting this because I don't have your patience to deal with you right now. Same for you. Map room. It is useful now. I didn't realize it was actually going to be useful, but it is. I thought it was too late to be useful, but no, it's still useful. No, that was just for fun.
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
Oh my god, oh my god! Whoa! What's the scan people want me to get? There's another scan on this dude? kind of too late now.
Doors unlocked.
I'm pretty sure I have the shoulder cannon. It's for the unique elite pirate that has the artifact in this area. I feel like these are the worst ones. No, they're easy, they just, you know. Oh, okay, never mind. No, they're really easy. Those are the least worst ones. Okay. So, lots of artifacts today. Plasma beam. A couple other little upgrades, but next time, chat, we will attempt to defeat final bosses of this game. We will collect the rest of the artifacts, maybe a couple other upgrades, and that'll be it. Also, I now have a physical copy of this game. I got it. So I'm pretty happy about that. One for the collection. But, yeah. Alright, that's it. Good night, everybody. Dropped something. Hope you enjoyed the Troid. Yeah, the reversible cover is really good. I use the Japanese cover. It's better. Alright, have a good night, everybody. Thank you. And, like I said, Thursday's kind of a big day, premiering an album. I appreciate that people actually want to be there for that. It's nice to work through something and then release it to people that are eager and interested to check it out. So, I will do that. But we'll also finish Metroid and, like I said, Metroid and... what's the other thing? The Metroid and Pizza Tower. That's the other thing. I couldn't think. My brain is broken. Okay. So, see you around 7 o'clock-ish Eastern PM on Thursday. Good night. Goodbye. See ya. Are you waiting for a meme? You're still here? Go home.
Cease to surprise me, Burhal Chow. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space. You never cease to surprise me, Burhal Chow. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I'm done hard.
Son, there was more than him with it just looking like him. What on?
I want to say once again, I'm just a guy that loves it. I just know what that's all, and other things I see.
But you know, it's not a twin too western.
Not even words.
Days are coming to an end.
And we can come back and go back.
Ow. Ow. Alright, good night.